I'm sweating in this stupid boohoo thing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Veronika and I'm a part-time reseller on the platforms Poshmark, eBay and Mercari, and on this channel I document my reseller journey. I post unboxing videos, thrift hauls, thrift with me's, and of course what sold videos, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about my sales from the week of April 4th to April 10th, which is actually today as I'm recording this, so I still have a few hours left in the day to make more sales. If that's the case, I will include them in next week's video or at the end here somewhere. Probably in next week's video though, because I already did all my numbers. So let's jump right into it. If you're not new here, you already know, but if you're new, I always share my screen and show you what sold for me on all my reseller platforms. Spoiler alert, I also have some massive mistakes to share that I made this week on my reseller platforms, so stay tuned for those at the end of the video. Before we look at my sales, I want to give a quick shout out to the thrifted item that I'm wearing today. I always try to wear something that is pre-owned. And this top, it has these like balloon sleeves. It's off the shoulder and then it actually flares out at the bottom. I did not thrift this. I received it in a Jomar box and you will see that unboxing. I think it's coming up next week. It's an exciting video, it's a collab, so stay tuned for that. You can see my tape in the background. You can also see piles of clothing in the background. Anyway, the top I'm wearing, it's just from Boohoo. I will not keep it, I will list it. It does have a little spot somewhere on here, spoiler alert for the unboxing, but I figured might as well wear it for the video because I needed a thrifted item to wear. So that's what I'm wearing. It is cute, it's very warm in Virginia tonight and I cannot have the windows open because it's going to be super loud, so that paired with the, you know, your typical polyester Boohoo fabric, it's a little uncomfortable, not gonna lie. This is why I don't shop Boohoo, but it sells for like 12 bucks. So anyway, we're going to take a look at my numbers. I will try to keep my hair out of my microphone. Anyway, let's look at my numbers and see what sold for me. And then let's talk about the mistakes I made and also how much money I actually earned this week. Okay guys, so here we are with my Poshmark sales for this week. I recently started to just show you all of my sales on one screen, and then if I want to show you any details about any particular item, I will open an extra tab. It's just making my life easier and I think you guys seem to like it. So we're going to start down here with this vintage Southwestern print vest in chambray. This was such an old listing. This sold for $7, which did not leave me with much because I also gave a shipping discount. And so I only made $2.55 on it. This came from the bins and I've had it for forever. It got a good bit of interest, but it didn't have any particular tag or label or anything in it. I only had like 3 photos of it because I didn't know what else to take pictures of because there were no labels and nothing. So I'm pretty sure it's handmade, but whatever. Based on measurements, it was about a size 2X and it got delivered and they rated it 5 stars. So I'm just happy that it finally sold. I was ready to donate this, but at least I made just a little bit of money. My average cost of goods at the bins is between $1 and $1.20. So making $2.55, I still doubled my money. I've just had this for so long. I'm glad it's gone. Here's what's interesting and fun, because the next 3 items that sold are all items that I showed during our $50 thrift haul challenge that went up last week, I want to say, with all my reseller friends. And so these have not been listed for long. They were really, really quick flips and I kind of expected them to do well. So I'm really excited for these next 3 items. So the first item from this haul to sell was this pair of American Eagle Outfitters curvy mom jeans in a medium light wash. And these were from September 2020. These were so new and they were already at the thrift. I could not understand how that happened. So I had them listed for a little bit higher. I think I had them listed at $30. Somebody sent me like a $15 offer. I was like, no. They're super popular style. They're pretty much new. Normally I don't list my American Eagle that high, but I had faith and confidence in them. And you can see they had 9 likers. I actually think they had more than 9 likers at some point. Maybe somebody removed their like. I feel like they had like 11 likes or so, and they sold within a day for $25. That was an offer to liker with the $5.95 shipping. So I gave a $1.50 shipping discount, and I made $18.50, and I had $3 and about 20 cents into these. So that was a quick, exciting, and fun flip, and I got 5 stars. Next up is this Torrid Active pair of diamond print crop capri leggings. I'm going to zoom in and see if you can see this here. It had like this green diamond print all over. I also got these again during our 50 item thrift challenge, and these sold for $24. That was an offer I received. No, I had them listed, I think, for 28. Somebody offered me 20 and I was being greedy and countered with 24 because, again, they had only been listed for a day or two max. And I knew that these would do well. So they accepted the $24 offer, and I did not have to give a shipping discount because it was my counter offer. So they sold for 24 and I made $19.20. And again, I had about $3.20 into them. So super exciting. And then the next item that also flipped really fast and got a nice rating and everything is this pair of cut from the cloth upcycled fringe capri jeans. These had a style name in them, but when I looked up the style name, the jeans did not look like this. And I actually thought the fringe was factory fringed, but apparently not. So I listed them as upcycled just to be on the safe side. And somebody offered me 20. I think I had them listed at 25, and I accepted happily because, again, that was such a quick flip. I made 16 and I had $3 and about 20 cents into them. The next item was not from this particular haul, but also I have not had this for very long. These Columbia board shorts or hiking shorts in charcoal gray. I think I got them from the bins, but they could also be from a regular thrift store. I don't quite remember. I got them not too long ago, so I either had $1 or $3 into them, but they sold for $19 with the $1.50 shipping discount. I've been trying that out, and I've been sending out offers that are just like $1 less than what I would normally send, but then sending the $1.50 shipping discount instead of the $2.46, and it's worked out a couple of times this week, so that's good. Still experimenting with it. And also, I think it helps to see the 19 instead of the 20. It's like a psychological thing, you know? Anyway, I made $13.70 on these. So even if my cost of goods was $3, if I got them from a regular thrift, then I still made $10 in profit. And I didn't have these for long, maybe 2 weeks. The next item I did have for very long, this Prana black vegan leather quilted moto jacket. I had this listed so high initially because I just thought, you know, they retail for quite a good chunk of change. And it's Prana. I really like Prana, and it's a good solid jacket. And so I did get some really low offers on eBay that I kept countering, I think right around the $35 mark. That was kind of my lowest. And so this was an offer I received. I think I may have had this listed for 45 or 50, and the buyer sent me an offer for 35, and I accepted because I've had it for a while and we're moving into spring and I really didn't want to keep it around for another season. I think I picked this up last fall or maybe at the end of last summer. I'm trying to move my hair away from my microphone. I hope this is not too crazy. So they sold for 35. I make 28. And my average cost of goods at regular thrift stores is right around $4. So that's what I put down for this one. I think I may have paid up for it a little bit, but then it averaged out with the other items I picked up. Next up was, I think, my highest sale of this week. This Rebecca Taylor new with tag tea rose ruffle top in navy and pink. This sold for $55. I think I had it listed for $70 at some point. It's very flimsy. It's just a little bit of fabric, but it retailed for $275 apparently, and it was new with tax. So after fees, I made $44 because that's an offer they sent to me, and I was very excited that this sold. Stay tuned until the end of the video though, because there was no issue with this particular sale, at least not yet. I hope I'm not jinxing myself, but I made a mistake that relates to this item, and I'll tell you all about that at the end of this video. Okay, next up we got another pair of cut from the cloth, dark wash denim bootcut mid-rise jeans in a size 2. I picked these up not too long ago, I think from probably the bins. I don't think I got these at a regular thrift store, But again, I would have to pull up my spreadsheet to check. But they sold for $22. That I actually dropped the price on these for a previous closet clear out, and somebody had said that they were interested at that price and the shipping discount, but then they didn't come through and buy. And I did not go back to check if the person that bought them ultimately was the same person, but in any case, they did not get the shipping discount as far as I know. So they paid $22. I got $17.60. So even if I had $3 into these, $3.50 maybe, then I still make about a $15 profit. No, a $14 profit. Okay, this one we're not really going to talk about because I have an open case on this, because the person thought 3 for 15 meant they were getting 3 shirts, even though it does not say that in the listing. So we'll see what Poshmark decides. I honestly don't care what happens with this item. I was ready to get it donated. I did comment on the case, but I don't have time to battle it out over this. So I'll let them decide. I'll see where the chips fall on this one. And if I get it back, I'll donate it. And if I don't, then I made $12, but I did not factor this into this week's sales. Next up, we got this lot of 5 mix and match toddler sweats and sweaters. These were my son's. They were really cute. He got them as a gift from his grandma for Christmas some 3 years ago, and they ended up selling for $18. And I think that was an offer I received, or maybe I had price dropped them. I don't remember. Ended up selling for $18, and so I make $14.40, and my cost of goods was $0. I also just realized there's an item that's missing on here, and I think it's because it was a multi-quantity listing, so I will pull that up and show it before we move on to eBay. Okay, next up we got this pair of Vineyard Vines plaid checkered swim shorts trunks. They had a small flaw that I noted, but I still had them listed for $25. I had a person come in and offer me like $7, $8 persistently. Then they went away. Then they came back and started offering me $7 again. And I'm like, just go away. I'm not selling these for $7, you know? I think I went as low as 15 maybe, but yeah, so annoying. But anyway, so they offered me 20. I accepted. I got 16, and I got these from a regular thrift store. So I had about $3.50 into these. Next up, we got an item from the bins that sold for less than I wanted, but that's fine. It came from the bins. Now, shoes have a fixed price at my bins. It's $3.50. And so that's what I have down for these, even though at this point I average out all my cost of goods, even at the bins, including shoes. So it's probably more like $1. But in any case, these Tahari Serena boots with leopard print calf hair accent, these were practically new, and so I had them listed I think for $40 initially, and I dropped them down to $35, and then this person offered me $20. They did have a lot of likers but not a lot of bites, and I know Tahari does not resell that well, so I accepted the $20 offer. I get 16. Again, I don't have that much into these, and I'm just happy to move out shoes, honestly. Next up, we got this Tommy Bahama tomato red tied casual midi dress. This offer came in right after the Tahari offer, and I had this listed for $25, and they offered me $15. And I was kind of talking to my husband. I'm like, should I accept this? Should I not? He's not very invested in my reselling, but we were kind of playing a game. I got the notification. I got an offer, and I told him, is it going to be, thumbs up, middle, or thumbs down? This was kind of in the middle, but I figured I got this from the bins, this Tommy Bahama dress, so I had $1 into it. $15 is fine. I get 12, and yeah, it's all good. Then I sold these Crocs women's Katie Belay flat black comfort shoes, sandals, not sandals, flats, yeah. And this was a full price sale. I had them listed for $20. This person bought them for $20. I did get them from a regular thrift store. They were marked down, so my average cost of goods that day was around $3.50. I think I showed them in a haul, and yeah, so I make $16 on these after Poshmark fees. Next up, we got another item from my $50 thrift haul challenge video. These Levi's 315 shaping bootcut jeans in a dark wash denim. And these were practically new. Actually, they were hemmed, which I noted. These sold for $22. I think that was an offer I received. I may have had them listed for $28. So $22 was fine by me. Good offer, solid, quick flip. I had about $3.26 into them. I made $17.60. Next up, we got this Torrid Musical Notes New Attack Chiffon Smocked Blouse in a 4X, which is a great size for Torrid. I'm not going to open a new tab, but all of these little white things are Musical Notes. I picked this up from the bins a while ago. I think I showed it in a haul maybe 2 months or so ago, got a lot of interest, and yeah, I ended up sending out a $19 offer, again with that $1.50 shipping discount, as opposed to sending a $20 offer with the $4.99 shipping. And again, I think it's just like a psychological thing. People see 19 and they don't care about the shipping discount anymore, and they just take it, even though it's the same as sending a $20 offer with the $4.99 shipping. So I made $13.70 on this, and I had about $1 into it, and I'm happy with that flip. Next, we got these also American Eagle skinny distressed studded medium wash jeans. They had a lot going on. They had studs at the top and then distressing all over. They were good size. They were size 12, but they had the old American Eagle embroidery, like the logo. So they sold for $16. That was an offer I received and accepted. So I made $12.80. And I think I got them from a regular thrift store, and I picked them up based on the combination of style and size and condition, of course. And as you can see, they had 13 likes. So $16 is not bad, seeing that it's an older style. Okay, next up we got a Diane von Furstenberg cropped tie front white button-down shirt in a size 8. This came from my first thread-up mixed women's clothing rescue box that I unboxed on this channel. It was my very first video. It's a little awkward, but it's out there. And yeah, this is the first item in a while to sell. I've sold a few items from that box. I still have not made my money back. Spoiler alert. But yeah, this sold for $20. That was an offer I received. I had it listed for $25, and I made $16. So that's good. Then we have this pair of Soma Black Capri Lounge and PJ pants, very lightweight and a size large. I got these from a regular thrift store, and they sold for $15. That's an offer I received, and I made 12. And then next up, we got this Millie of New York orange silk dress with flutter sleeves. It was new with partial tags. It had some tags on them that did indicate that it was new and not from like some reseller store or something like that. I price dropped this on Closet Clear Out without having a whole conversation beforehand, and one of the likers actually asked a question about it and then decided to buy it for $38, which was exciting. I think Millie of New York can go for more, but I was happy with this. I wasn't sure how this style would do. I was just excited to find the brand. It did come from a regular thrift store, so I had $3 to $4 into it, and after fees, I make $30.40. Next up is this Evolution and Creation New Attack Camo Green Gray biker shorts, high rise. I got these from either TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and I showed them in my TJs and Marshalls haul, and it was a yellow tag clearance sale. So these were marked to $4, but my average cost of goods on that trip was $6, so I really don't make that much of a profit here. But looking at the items that already sold from those two sort of combined hauls, I made my money back already, and then some, so this is all profit. This was a Closet Clear Out conversation, and I ended up dropping these to $12 for the buyer, and so I make $9.05. These only retail for $15, so $12 is good and fair. I have another pair. It does say sold out, but that's because I relisted the other pair, and I think I relisted it at 15, I think. Okay, next up, we got a bundle that sold today, and it hasn't shipped yet, but I'm excited for this. Okay, so one of these items the person had liked, and I had sent her my Closet Clear Out message, and then she started bundling all these other items, and I had sent her another message saying, hey, if you are interested in, getting a bundle discount, let me know when you're done adding items and I can send you an offer. She didn't respond, and then I think either late last night or early this morning, I just sent out an offer and figured, yeah, why not? Let me just try. And so I sent her an offer for $65 for those 4 items here, and she accepted. So we got these Nike Capri Dry Fit Athletic Running Leggings in gray. These came from the bins. And then we have Cacique Sport. I will show you actually that label because it's the first time I've seen Cacique Sport. And I wish I would have found a stock photo for these because they're so cute. But anyway, these lace-up activewear leggings in a 14 to 16. Here they are. Now I found a stock photo, but the lace-up detail was light pink on mine and the stock photo was white, so I didn't use it. But it has lace and then the faux lace-up detail here. Super cute. They looked really cute in the stock photo, but I couldn't, find one that had the right colorway. This is the logo in the back, and then this is what the label looks like. I don't know if Sport by Cacique is a new Lane Bryant brand and replaces Livy Active. I don't know if it's old and Livy Active replaced this, or if they're just going to have 2 activewear lines. I don't know. If you know, please tell me in the comments down below. In any case, super cute pair that was also part of this bundle. Then these 2 shirts that were very similar in style, Under Armour and Reebok activewear shirts. I got them from the bins as well. And then these Lorna Jane black and gray joggers / sweatpants. Yeah, they also came from the bins. So all in all, I had about maybe $7 into this bundle because the cassette came from a regular thrift store. Everything else came from the bins. So it sold for $65 with the $2.46 shipping discount. And so my net earnings are $49.54. That's not too shabby, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, so we have one more item that's sold this week, but because it's a multi-quantity listing, it's for some reason not showing up. It's so weird. I don't get it. But anyway, this Free People New Attack Winnie Lace bodysuit in copper. I have this in a size large and extra large. This was the extra large that sold, and it actually sold for $30, not $40. That's my listing price. When items sell from multi-quantity listings, Poshmark gets really weird. I don't know. It also says updated January 15th, which is not true. I don't get it, but whatever. So this sold for $30 and I make $24. I believe that was an offer I received from the buyer. And I had about, how much did I have into this? I had about $9 into all these pieces that I got from Backstock. I don't think I mentioned that, but this came from Backstock. And I am about to film another update video on how those 2 Backstock boxes that I ordered earlier this year and late last year, how these are performing, because in case you're new here and you didn't know, I try to check in every 3 months or so on my bins hauls and on my ThreadUp and Backstock and any other boxes, and let you guys know how they've been performing for me and if I made my money back. So excited that the sale came through before I'm filming that video. We are moving on to eBay, but I need a sip of water. Okay, so let's talk about my eBay sales from this week. So again, reminder, with eBay, the price you see on the screen is not always the price the item actually sold for, so I will tell you what it actually sold for. And also with eBay, I do not bother to look into how much I make per item because the fees are so weird and I just don't have the time. So at the end of the video, I will tell you how much I made on eBay on all my items, minus fees and such. So let's start with this Disney Parks Retro Epcot anniversary shirt in this mustard yellow. This sold for $16. I did run a 20% off sale this week on eBay, and so I did make a few sales based on that. I also have a few mistakes I made on eBay that I'll tell you about here in a minute. But yeah, this sold for $16. It came from the bins, so I had about $1 into it, and I'm happy it sold. All right, this is one of the items where I made a mistake. Okay. We need to talk about this item because I still don't know what the heck this is. It came from the bins. The brand is called Hudson Outerwear, and it's a 3X, and I labeled it a rare Rebel t-shirt with graphic print and Roman statues because I could not find comps for this particular shirt. I could find comps for the brand, but not this particular shirt. So it has a print in the front that says Rebel right here, and you have these statues, and there's a whole lot going on. On the back, it has a number like a jersey, and then it says slave, and slave is crossed out, which I found just so interesting, and I interpreted it as somebody who wears this shirt is a rebel and not a slave. I don't know. I was very hesitant to list this because I was just very hesitant to even use the term slave in my listing. So I just had to be very careful how I phrased this because I was uncomfortable with it. I'm not going to lie. But also this was such an interesting and unique piece that I didn't want to leave it behind at the bins, if that makes sense. My interpretation of this was that the word slave is crossed out. If it wasn't, I don't think I would have picked it up, honestly, because that just makes me super uncomfortable. This shirt, I had it listed for $40 and it ended up selling for $32 with my sale. However, here's my first mistake that I made, and the rest of the mistakes will be at the very end of this video. At some point, I put in a sale or promotion that you would get $10 off any purchase of $30 or more. And for some reason, I didn't remember that I still had it up, because at some point I checked my eBay store to see if it was showing up, and it wasn't. I couldn't see it anywhere. So I thought, oh, maybe it just didn't go through. And then when I looked back and this sale came through and it said it sold for 32, but you only received 22 in your PayPal, I'm like, why? I don't get it. So even though it sold for 32, I actually only got 22, which kind of stinks a little bit because that's way lower than what I wanted for this. But it's okay. It's from the bins. I only had $1 into it, so it's cool. So my final numbers will display the $22 price for this. Neither of these items so far sold via promoted listing, so just throwing that out there. But all my items, 10% of all my sales benefit different charities, so I'm also throwing that out there. I made one more sale on eBay that's not included here because I'm still waiting for payment, which is super annoying. Get it together, eBay. Just require payment when people buy something. Why is that so hard? I don't get it. Anyway, in case you can't tell, I'm annoyed with eBay. These Hollister mid-rise 3-inch advanced stretch denim jean shorts in black sold for $12. That was an offer I received, so not for $16, and I accepted it. These came from a ThredUp denim rescue box. This was before I started my YouTube channel, but that box was part of the reason why I wanted to start a channel, because it was horrible and ridiculous, and I kind of wish I would have filmed my unboxing. And so these Hollister shorts I actually sent back to ThredUp. They listed them, they got some interest, nobody bought them, so I got them back from ThredUp. So they went back and forth a couple of times, and I honestly have no idea how much I have into these because I was not able to list very many items from that denim box, so my cost of goods is probably pretty high. So I don't even know. I don't think I've made my money back on that box yet. I think I only sold one other pair of jeans and it didn't sell for much. So yeah, I'm staying far, far away from the denim boxes, and from what I've seen online from other resellers, it's very, very hit or miss, but more miss than hit. Anyway, these sold for $12 and by paid shipping. And then I sold these Stacey Adams New Attack microplaid trouser pants in 10. I picked these up from the bins and I took them to Clothes Mentor. They're actually men's pants. I thought they could pass for women's pants and it would be some cute style that, you know, Gen Z wears with a crop top. I have no idea. They ended up selling for $15. That's an offer somebody sold me, and it sold via promoted listing. Wow, I'm not making much on these, but that's fine because they came from the bins, and I was just happy to see them go because I was ready to give them to Clothes Mentor and make $1 on them. So this is working out much better than I expected. So sold for $15, buyer paid shipping. Then I sold these Abercrombie & Fitch New Attack button fly high-rise shorts. These retail for over $50, believe it or not. And I think I picked them up during the same haul as the Stacey Adams pants, and Clothes Mentor didn't want these either, which I thought was interesting. But these sold for $20. So that was the discounted price with my 20% off sale. So $20 on these is not bad. Again, I had gotten very low offers for these, but I kind of wanted to see them for, you know, $18 to $20 because they were a cute style. They are linen blend. They have the paperback waist and they were New Attack. So I'm glad they sold for $20. And then one more sale this week. That was actually the first sale I made on eBay this week. This Athleta Space Dye Turquoise Strength Hoodie. This I just picked up and just listed, so this was a quick flip. It didn't have a size, but I provided measurements and I looked at other people's listings to see if they had measurements listed so I could compare it. Spoiler alert, most people don't list measurements and it's super freaking annoying when you're trying to find comps for your items that don't have sizes in them. But it got delivered, so I just hope the buyer is happy with this because they paid the full $35 for it, and I was very excited about the sale. So I don't want to jinx myself, but let's just hope that this went through. Okay, I will meet you back here at my desk and tell you about all the other mistakes I made this week and why I should quit reselling probably. I'm just kidding. But I will also give you my numbers for this week, and that kind of makes it all better because my numbers were pretty good still. Okay guys, so before we talk about numbers, let's talk about all the mistakes I made this week. It's been a week, y'all. It's just been one thing after another, and even though my sales were great, I also just had a few moments where I was like, maybe I should just take a break because I'm clearly not functioning right and I'm just doing stupid things, apparently. So first mistake I made was in regards to that Rebecca Taylor top that I showed you that sold on Poshmark. And then I thought I had removed it from both Mercari and eBay. But the thing with eBay is you can't really remove an item. You have to end it and then you can go in and remove it. But you have to do it on your laptop. You can't do it on your phone. It's really stupid and weird. I don't get it. So I went in and I went through all my ended items and was going to filter the ones that had sold on other platforms and mark them and delete them. And I thought I had done that, but I don't know if I just didn't hit the button or if it didn't go through. But when I then went back to relist all my ended items that I had on auction for like $4.99, I accidentally selected all of those items that had already sold on other platforms and started those as an auction starting at $4.99. And also I have buy it now turned on for an extra 30% above the $4.99, so it's $6 and some change. So somebody came in and bought this Rebecca Taylor top for like $6.50. And in a way I'm glad they did, because I would not have noticed that this got listed for auction because I thought I had removed it. But no, somebody went in and bought it and I'm like, oh, because if you cancel an order on eBay, you get a ding. Now, I didn't get notified. I don't know if you get an email. I don't know how it works. I don't know if they just collect dings and then at some point you get a dong. I don't know. Like, how does that work? eBay, such a mystery. Also, why can't you just delete an item off eBay? Why do you have to end it? And then why is it still in your ended items? I don't get it. If I push a delete button, I want to delete it. Anyway, my mistake. I did email or message the buyer and I said, I'm so sorry to cancel this. This mistakenly got listed after I ended it earlier because it already sold on another platform, which was true. I obviously did not plan on selling a new with tag Rebecca Taylor top for $6. So I did that, I canceled that sale, then I went through and took down all the other items that accidentally also got listed for auction because I didn't want anyone to come in and buy like the Kalia leggings I sold the week before for $6, even though they had already been sent off to another buyer, and then having to go through more cancellations. So that was annoying. Luckily the buyer was very understanding and she said, oh, or they said, no problem, take care. So I was like, okay, good. Whew. And I know you can request or you can talk to the buyer and ask them if they want to cancel or if they want another item or something like that. I just didn't want to go through all that because I was just in a rush trying to take all these items down. So that was my first mistake. I did get a return that I accepted. That was not my mistake. I don't think. It was some bogus about, oh, it's an inch wider than what you said. And I'm like, is it though? Or did you stretch it? In any case, I accepted that. I do have an open case on Poshmark right now for another bogus reason, so I didn't include that item in my weekly sales for this week. But then I made another mistake. I earlier today got a return request on Mercari, and when I looked at the pictures and read what the person wrote, I immediately knew what had happened. And so I mixed up two orders, one from Mercari, one from eBay. I mean, I should just take the weekend off, I feel like, at this point. So I immediately said, Mercari, please accept this. I hit approve and I messaged the buyer, I'm so sorry that I sent you the wrong item. This is an item that should have gone to a different buyer, and I'll send you your return label. I don't actually know how Mercari handles it. I'm guessing they're going to charge me for that. But so I said, once I get the other item back from that buyer, I'll be happy to relist it if you are still interested. And I will totally understand if neither one of those buyers wants to shop from me after I mixed up their orders. But so that happened on Mercari, and then I reached out to the buyer on eBay. Her item has not been delivered yet, so I just messaged like, hey, I'm so sorry, I just realized that two orders got mixed up, so when you receive it, please just request a return and I will send you a label and you can ship it back. And then if you're still interested, when I get the other item back, I'll be happy to relist it for you so you can repurchase if you want. They were not like major sales or anything, but they were items that I was happy to see go. One was a quick flip on just a cheap workout top. The other one was an item I've had for a while and had not gotten that much interest. So fingers crossed that when I do get both items back, that they will each still be interested in repurchasing them. But if not, I can totally understand, because that was completely my mix-up. The person on Mercari, she actually said, well, if you want to send me a label so I can ship it to that person instead, I'll be happy to do that. And I'm like, thank you so much for offering. It's just the problem is that it's a different platform, so I don't think I can do that. So had it been on Poshmark, that would have been an option. But I got burned on Poshmark before doing that, when one of the people did not ship her item back, so that's a whole different story. So I think those were all my mistakes this week. I really hope. It was just one thing after another. Okay, so let's talk about my numbers. As always, professional posted. So I did not include the items that are coming back to me, and I did not include the one item that I have a case opened on. Since that one sale on Mercari is coming back to me, I don't really have a sale on Mercari this week. On eBay, minus the one that I mixed up, I had 6 sales, and that came out to a total of $99.82. That's after eBay fees and after PayPal fees and after any shipping adjustments, but it's before taxes and cost of goods. On Poshmark, I had 22 sales, and that came out, again, after fees and after shipping discounts, to $419.04. So pretty good, even without those items. Those few items that I did sell, but that are either coming back or have an open case or what have you, I think the total for those only comes out to like 24 or 25 bucks or so. So not a big deal either way. Anyway, my total number for this week is $518.86, which is really good. I've been consistently getting up to the $500 point for the last few weeks. The past 2 weeks before this last one, I actually made 600 and something and then 800 that one week with the skirt. So that's pretty good. $500+ is really good for me, and I'm hoping to just keep increasing that number, of course. So I sold 31 items total. So per item I made about $16.74, which I'm happy with. My average cost of goods is right around $2.30. So that's still a really good profit. And if you watched my video from Saturday, the day I'm recording this, about my reseller hourly salary, then you will have seen that this number, what I make after fees and taking out cost of goods and all of that, how that number relates to my hourly salary that I calculated. And if you haven't seen that video, you should totally check it out. It took me a lot of time to make it, but I think it turned out pretty good. And yeah, if you're interested in that kind of like a different perspective on reseller income, please do check out that video as well. All right, you guys, that's my what sold for this week. Those are my numbers. Those are my mistakes. Do not make the same mistakes I make. But also, if you do make mistakes, just learn from it, you know, be extra careful with the items you're shipping out. I don't know how I mixed up these two labels. Anyway, it happens, but I'm just glad that at least one buyer was super understanding. I haven't heard back from the other buyer yet, but I hope they're just going to be understanding as well. And if the sales don't go through, ultimately that's just on me, and that's fine. And if that case that's open on Poshmark, if that item gets returned to me, that's fine too. I was ready to donate it anyway, so I honestly don't care. So that's all I got for you guys for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching this video, for coming back to my channel, and again, if you're new, for checking out my channel. Please do give me a like if you had a good time today, or if you just feel sorry for me and my stupid mistakes. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you think you already hit it, double check. If it's still red, that means you're not subscribed yet, and also hit that bell notification while you're there, and then you get notified whenever I do upload a new video. I try to upload at least 2 videos each week, so stay tuned for more reseller content, and I will see you guys on Friday with a fun collab video. Bye!